morning. We were trying to catch a swordfish on the bayboat for Madison today. She's been helping out with the kids a lot and needs a break. Alex is here for moral support and the gaff and the harpoon. I think he's ready. Beautiful day here in September, very calm. We had to turn around halfway through and go make an adjustment to a YouTube video that's going up today, so hope you guys enjoy that video. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for being part of the channel, and we're gonna get some of these rods rigged up. We got the pens, the hand crank rods with the electric detachable drive, so if we want to check the bait, we can use the electric reel to bring the bait up. If we want to hand crank it, she's ready for a workout. So let's get the rods rigged and we'll get them set. The trick is not to get tangled. They're going down deep, like 1,600 feet of water here. That's our bobber. It's a big bobber. A big swordfish hits that, they could suck it under the water. But a lot of times when a swordfish eats the bait, they swim to the surface. They know something's wrong. Instead of that bobber being up and down, it'll lay sideways. We call it the buoy, you know, the float. So if you see it horizontal, it means there's one on there swimming up with it. It's boring. This is sword fishing. We've had the baits down almost an hour, no bites yet. Just washing that rod tip, looking for a little thump, and that's them usually hitting it with their bill. But swordfish do not come easy. You gotta put your time in for them just like anything, and we're not giving up yet. We got 2 rods down. We're gonna check the baits soon. Just make sure squids didn't eat them or nothing's fouled up, and we'll reset if we don't get a bite here. No bites on the first drift, and that's where these reels come in handy. So that's a detachable drive. You can take this electric motor off if you want to hand crank, but say you want to check your bait, you can leave it on there. So we got a pen 50 here, and a pen 70 on the other one. Hopefully we're gonna get a shot today. It's beautiful. It's hot out, I'll say that, but we'll see what happens. Just got to make sure the bait's not fouled up. Or sometimes, like I said earlier, oh, the rubber band just broke on that one. Sometimes squids hit the bait, stuff like that too. They had a bite. I don't know if it was a swordfish. There's little teeth marks in it though. Right here in the leader, you can see the little chafe biz, and it pulled the bait down on the hook. It's not bad, but I don't know if it was a swordfish or something else, but it kind of cut the skirt there. So it's probably something with teeth. Something nicked it though. Maybe like a lancet fish. The bait's still good though. So the last drift, you don't realize that you're moving that fast, but we're going 3 miles an hour with the current, so about 2.5 knots. And you drift for an hour. We're slowing our drift down a little bit while we're fishing, but we drifted over 2 miles, so you're covering a lot of ground when we swordfish. But we're gonna fish a different area of bottom here and see what happens. Let's try to make it a little bit shallower. End of the second drift, another hour, no bites. Any day you get a swordfish is a good day, but we don't get them every day. But we're not over yet, it's not over yet. Thank goodness we got the electrics to bring them up and check the baits. There's a lot of current, there's 3 miles an hour current, you know, so over 2.5 knots. We're getting some scope out, you know, there's probably 2,500 feet of line out and 1,800 feet of water. Still good, same as last time, just some toothy critter nicked it last time. We need a bite, it's getting hot. The crew's getting anxious. We're about to turn on the captain. Gorgeous out here though today off Marina. We're 30 miles offshore and 15 to 1,800 feet of water drifting for sword. We had a bite. Landon and goes, "Did you see that?" I was like, "See what?" And he moved the bait and there it was. He hit it with his bill waxy. We're hoping he eats it. He hasn't eaten it yet, but we'll see. We've been waiting for 3 hours for our first bite. 3.5 almost. Tightness is upon us. Tightness. So there's over 2,000 feet of line out. We're tight on the swordfish now. We're gonna keep the motor on it for a few minutes, see if he stays there. We're gonna take the motor off, then Madison's going to the chair. We're gonna take that motor off here in a second. Yeah, we're gonna leave it on. We're just gonna get him up a little bit further, and then she's going to town and start cranking on it. Alex is clearing the other rod. A little bit of luck, the swordfish will stay on here and get him. Sinker's right there, yeah. Keep going, keep going. Turn the handle. Keep going, keep going. They're nice and easy. Slip it easy, don't jerk, don't jerk. He's out here on top. Keep turning, we're gonna back your drag just a little bit. Keep finding. What's going on? If he's small, we'll let him go. If he's a keeper, we'll keep him for dinner. See what happens. Swordfish. I think we're gonna let him go, guys. He's a little small. It's a swordfish. A sword's a sword.
Let's try swordfish.
Got him. Look at him. Pretty beautiful. Get a tag ready here from the Billfish Foundation. See if we can't tag and release them. Someone might catch him another day and they can, give him a better deal on the survival rate, where he winds up going, if he gets recaught and whatnot. That's good right there, Madison. Go ahead and slow down the speed a little bit. Look at those colors. Just you can go straight now. Try to go straight. Healthy. Oh my God! I didn't bring my tag stick. He's angry. Let's put a glove on. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna make a little incision here. On his dorsal fin like that. Now what we're gonna do is push this tag in there. So they ain't rolling out, so that fish is tagged now and ready to be released. But beautiful swordfish. I got soaking wet. That thing was just dousing me. Alright, we're just gonna try to get an estimated measurement on him. I don't have the normal measuring tape with me. We're gonna use this. About 10, so it's about 43, give him an inch or two. It's probably about 44 inches, maybe 45-inch fish. They're a couple inches under legal size, but we're gonna let him go. He's healthy and let him grow up, hopefully get big, and we'll catch him in a couple years. Blue Ocean Manufacturing skirt right there. On one of our stand-up swordfish rods, we put it in the chair, but on the old bonita strip, so go on, buddy. Grow up, get big. We did it! We didn't get skunked. Let's go try to get a big one. Hang on. We're here swordfishing, 4th Drift. Tell the camera what you're eating back there.
I'm eating a jelly sandwich from
Madison?
From Madison.
Just jelly?
With the Smith glasses from Nick.
Yeah.
With the back end of the bread.
What do you call that piece?
The butt. The butt. I carried the last bite. Nobody wants to admit it.
Okay, Madison, Delaware can turn it by hand. You have the electric on for a few minutes.
What? I'm the only
Show
one
me that sandwich one more time. Look at that thing. That's a beauty.
That's a beauty right there. That's not even leaking out the sides. That's how you know it's good.
So we were just bringing up the baits, and Alex was bringing up the left one, and he got a bite. Hit it. Took a couple of tries. We didn't get the bite on video, but we're tight. Madison's got one on over there. We're gonna clear this line. Fingers crossed he stays on there. Fish hit the bait up, and it was pretty high in the water column. But two's better than one. One's good, but two's better. Yeah. The buoy mark just came on, so that's 1,500 feet. So there's 1,500 feet of line still out, long ways. Go, crank fast. Keep cranking. See if he's there. Hard to tell if he's still there. He might have came off. He appears to have gotten away. Yeah, he got up. Oh well. No. Alrighty. Let's bring it up and get reset. 2 bites though. 2 drops, 2 bites. Well, the last 2 drops. The bait's still good. He might have got foul hooked. Sorry. Tightness is upon us. We're not sure how he's hooked. Alex said thought he saw a bite, moved around a couple times, and we said, no, let's bring him up and check him, and sure enough, it was on there, so. Probably another small fish, but you never know. Fingers crossed. Any swordfish is a good swordfish. We got one, we lost one. We got our 3rd shot, so hopefully we'll get him. Oh, you got a squid, I think. No, him.
Get him in, get him in, get him in,
We got a squid. I think you got a squid. This could be our dinner. This could be our dinner. Here he comes. Squidward, I think. Yeah, sucker's got tight. Don't lose them. Don't lose them. Tightness, sucker. There you go. From the depths. That is the old calamari. That's why the swordfish are down there eating. They're feeding on squid. That's what's down there right now. There's probably small fish too, but swordfish diet, squid's a major part of it. So this thing's fresh, it's still alive. Tentacles are still sucking. I got this.
No!
Okay, that's mean. There you go, old Squidward.
I thought they hurt.
Well, they can if they bite you. If that beak bites, it'll hurt you. Right there. He's fresh though,
I
get
knew
no
that's what
pressure.
he was doing. Shirt or something. This is so hot.
We got a squid on Landon's rod, but this one here, you know, Alex is working this one hooked up. The bait, you know, fish took the bait there. Hopefully it's hooked decent. We should be getting pretty close, and as soon as we get up a little bit closer, we're gonna take the motor off. Just because it's a lot of work to hand crank a 10-pound sink right here with almost 3 knots of current. There's like 2.7 knots of current now, and nobody really wants to hand crank it from the bottom all the way up. So we can come up, 500,000 feet on it, then take it off and let Madison fight the fish, manually for the last half of the fight or last quarter fight, whatever of the fight, whatever you want. So we're gonna get the lead off here. The motor's coming off here in a second, and then she's gonna go to town, go to work, and hopefully get her second ever swordfish up here. There he is out there. As you guys back to drag up just a little bit. You're fine. The tag's in there. A little flesh wound. I don't have the tag stick, but that thing will heal up there within a few minutes and coagulate, and it'll be good.
All up, yeah.
Bye-bye, buddy. Grow up, get big. See you later, buddy. Catch you next time. Number 2.
Woo!
Does that beat watching the kids?
I don't know. I love those kids.
Everybody loves the girls.
But
I like the kids better than me.
That was fun.
All right, we got time for one more drop. Tag and release 2 swordfish. See if we can do one more. Alex jammed his sinker on the rod tip.
I caught it, Justin.
So that wraps it up. It is 4:15 p.m. or so. We got about an hour and 20-minute ride home. We tagged and released 2 swords. We had one other bite that we didn't get, but any day you get 1 sword is good. 2's even better. Madison got her first swords, the first 2. Lana was excited because she actually got to hook one of them. And we do have a squid in there. It ain't gonna feed us a lot of food, but I think it'll make a nice little snack. We'll probably take it home, soak it in some milk. Buttermilk, I believe, is the best, but other people told me to soften the squid up if you want to eat them, calamari. Soak them in milk overnight. And we'll do that just so we get a little snack tomorrow, probably. And we're gonna do a nice trip, hopefully to the Bahamas here on the brand new 42 Freeman. So this will be the last video we shoot before that. We'll check this bait out, make sure it didn't get attacked or mauled by squid or any fish. It still looks good to me. Some squid bites in it. So these are squid bites down there. You can see where they chew it up right there. So there's some squid down there right now, and that's them chewing on it. But not too bad. We're gonna get rid of them though. You could save them, but we'll get a fresh meat from somebody else. So we'll see you back at the marina. Let's just check this around. Maybe there's squid on here. Just a mahi belly. We'll see you back at the marina in a little while. Made it back to Bud and Mary's. Nice ride home. I think we're gonna have to eat the squid tomorrow. So we're gonna show you some of that. We're gonna clean them up, soak them in milk overnight. Probably saute them. I fried plenty of them, but we're gonna saute them in the pan. We'll see you back in the kitchen. It's the next day. We got home last night. I cleaned the squid. So I skinned him, cut his head off, removed all the guts out of him. was a little bit of work, it took a couple minutes. And there's not, it's one squid, there's not a ton of meat on them, but there's enough for me to make a little snack here. I got some Jamaican Mike's coconut rice left over, and I'm gonna saute some squid and put that on top of there. It was a beautiful day yesterday. On the X3, we're catching a couple swordfish, and let's get cooking. So the squid has been soaking in milk overnight. Buttermilk is better, I know that. That's what we used before, and it really softened it up and made it a lot better in the past when we've done it, but I didn't have any buttermilk, so we actually put in some oatmeal milk. That's what we had. But people had told me just even regular milk helped a lot. You can do that with other fish too, like mackerel, it's real fishy, or and that helps with the taste of it. But I think this hopefully will soften it up. We're gonna see if it worked or not. This is a little tentacle part here that's left over. So we cut the head off there, remove the beak, and Madison wants to eat that part, she said.
Did you say you put it in oat milk?
Is that wrong? That's all we had.
It would just, the whole purpose of putting it in milk is because like the enzymes in milk would like break it down and stuff.
Did I use the wrong type
But
of milk?
oat milk is made from oats.
Okay, so
like, I doubt it's going to be any softer.
it may not be any softer then, so I may have messed
It's
this up,
gonna
you
be
guys.
oaty.
It might be. Well, I love oatmeal in the morning. I eat a lot of oatmeal, so
Oatmeal
anyhow.
Squid.
This is oatmeal squid apparently. Cut. Just kidding. All right, let's throw a little olive oil in the pan. Get that going like that, and then we're gonna do some seafood magic. We got Chef Paul Prudhomme. I mean, how could you go wrong with old Chef Paul here? So, I coat it up on both sides there, and I guess maybe the enzymes are not gonna be in this oat milk, but it is what it is. So.
Or like
So
the
that's-
acidity of milk or butter.
Yeah, whatever it is, right? Yeah.
Whatever it is, right?
Well, but buttermilk smells terrible and is really bitter, so this gotta be better than that. So we're gonna just let that olive oil heat up a little bit, and this is going in the pan. Just go on top of the rice. I'm gonna have me a little afternoon snack. We're gonna see if it softened up or not. There it goes. Be a nice little saute here. And I was reading the other day the difference between sauteed and lightly fried and all that. And I guess sauteed is just when there's a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, compared to being more, compared to deep fry or something like that. Obviously deep fried is completely submerged, but I believe it was like lower heat, low medium heat, and then high heat would be considered a fry. I could be wrong, but I was wondering myself, so I was Googling it. We're gonna let that cook for a few minutes. And we got that rice that Mike made, like I said earlier, and it'll be good. Like I said, cleaning the squid was a little bit of work, pulling it apart, getting all the skin off of it. We had one time a couple years ago, we caught like 20 something squid one day, and we had a whole feast. And you can make squid rings, calamari, that was really good, but this is different. Look at it cooking though. You can see the brown stuff cooking off of it there, like it's almost like reddish pink. And this is really coming up the tentacle side. I'm arguing with strangers on Facebook comments. He said about the big halibut, the 222 pounder. No doubt a great specimen that should have been released. Instead he chose to club it and leave it in pain on the deck while y'all partied unprofessionally, acting embarrassing. Have some respect, you clowns. I hit him up with a crying face. Aw, cry me a river. We catch fish, we like to eat them, we harvest them. So, I don't cry about killing a fish we're gonna eat. Summed you up nicely, you clown, is what he told me. Enough with the internet though. I will not meet him. I just sent him some pictures of the dead fish. The squid is ready. It's time. I'm gonna push this to the side. And I think everyone really wants to try this. It honestly feels soft when I touch it with the fork. So we're gonna see. And now the head here, like the tentacles, it's gonna have little crunchy pieces because that's where little suckers are. We're gonna let it cool off for a minute so we don't burn our tongue, our mouth. And then we're gonna feast and see how it tastes. And then after we eat this, we're actually gonna take you back to another fishing trip for a few minutes. We went on my friend's boat, Brad. He got a brand new 47 Freeman. And that was Sadie's first time ever sword fishing. And we got a swordfish. It's a little rough, she got seasick, but we're gonna show you some of that right after we eat this. So stay tuned. Madison, are you gonna try it? Look, this looks like gourmet. Look at that. That looks cool. Little squid head on it, little tentacles. Here's our creation. We cut this up into multiple pieces so everyone can try it. Sarah's going first. Do you want the fork? Finger food. I can hear the
I
little
don't like how I
suckers.
can hear it.
I can hear the suckers, they're crunchy. It's chewy?
I mean, it ain't soft.
Well, hang on. This is going to be the prime bite right here.
That's
This is
good.
the body. Good flavor?
Squid is always chewy.
Okay, this is going to be... It's a little chewy, but it's not that bad. I've had it a lot worse before. It's decent.
That second one was better. I like the tentacles.
I think the mantle
Okay.
is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
That's
bad.
good.
It's like, I mean, squid obviously is...
The tentacles have
Always
more
been like
flavor,
that,
but
but-
they're chewier.
The flavor's good, but
A little chewiness. Come on, you caught your first swordfish yesterday. This is the real deal test, though. I honestly, I don't know about this part, but the body, I would eat a bunch of that. I'd eat a full meal of it.
I just don't like how I haven't gotten anywhere with the chewing.
All right, well, squid is a little chewy, but you should have it without soaking it in anything. It's a lot worse.
That oat milk didn't do anything to help
There's
it.
literally still a hole in my mouth.
I'm still chewing my first piece, so.
The flavor's good. Chef Paul Prudhomme Seafood Magic. Get some olive oil.
That's really good.
This is really chewy, but honestly, that is good. Landon, do you want to try a bite? The cameraman doesn't want to try
It
it.
tastes like nothing. Squid has like zero flavor. It's just a carrier.
I like
It's
it.
a white piece of rubber.
I would eat a full meal of that. All right, well, let's get back. I'm going to finish this up for lunch. We're going to show you fishing on the pay dirt, my buddy Brad's boat, the 47 Freeman. Just a quick, 5-minute section of that, and then we'll see you back here in a few minutes. I think Sadie's seasick. We're out here on Brad's 47 Freeman, brand new, just a few weeks old. Quad 500 Mercury, so it's got some horsepower. A little choppy. Sadie really wanted to come today. She does get seasick and she is down for the count. But Cole's here, Rudy's here, Gavin's here, Brad's here. Hope we're gonna get a swordfish today. A little choppy, but it won't be too hot with the wind. It's my first time swordfishing in 6-7 weeks, I think. So we'll see if we can't get one.
Got him, Ahab. Good. Good?
Yep.
Let me go neutral.
Go. Keep going like this a little bit. First one's practice drop. There was no whoop on, There was no loop on the pre-made wind on. It said swordfish wind on. There's no loop on for the sinker. No bites on the first drift. Had 2 mahi bellies down. Kind of hit the inside of the ledge, but still a good area. But we're gonna reset. Brad's bringing the front rod up now. I just brought the buoy rod in. Cole's ready. He's ready to get tight. He really wants a swordfish. How old are you? 7? 7 and ready for a nickel. Says he wants a 500 pounder, aka the nickel. So we're gonna bring these up now. We're gonna run back, reset, make a new drift, and little luck, get a bite. Sadie is seasick. She ate a banana. She threw that up. Hopefully she feels better soon. Yeah.
6 feet.
We got the buoy out. We're going down on the tip rod. We got to get one for Cole. We need a swordfish. Yeah, you're on bottom. Yeah.
It ain't loading up yet. You'll know.
Catch of the day. Cole's gonna take a bite of it. It's the only thing the Peter and Nick have caught all day. You want to try it first?
You can do it.
I'm just kidding. We're not gonna eat it. Some sort of deep water sea cucumber. Sadie, you want a bite?
Oh, no.
Okay, just checking.
I was like, right there, he's a lot of spam thing up.
Are we going to catch a dolphin?
Now we're gonna try to get a swordfish, buddy.
A fresh photo.
He whacked it.
Ready? Oh yeah, there he is.
There he is, right there.
Want to stop it again?
He whacked it.
I saw it the second time.
I don't know if he had it or he was chasing and whacked it again the second.
Yeah.
But then he went on.
We just had our first bite of the day. Sadie's sick, she's angry, Cole's ready. Brad saw a big bite, we're hoping he eats it.
He's on there.
I
tell you, I
should
think-
drag up the tree then.
I think he's there.
Just wait a second, just give like 5 more seconds.
He's on there.
second. See how keep going down again. We can just kind of look at the recoil of the rod, so long it takes to come back up. Then stop again.
He's there. It's loaded. Watch it. Loaded. All day.
I can't tell if it's the rod as much. And they're trying to go like the recoil coming up from the rod tip.
He's not on.
I'm sorry, babe.
Oh,
I'm sorry, go ahead. You're good. Check that weed up there.
okay.
You guys in the noggin?
Alright, Rudy, you want him or you don't? Y'all be okay? Stay right here. Don't touch nothing. Leave it like that.
We're hooked up. The buoy just broke off. Fingers crossed. Makes our day. Fishing for one bite. Hopefully he comes home with
This
us.
thing's going on YouTube.
Oh, we gotta catch the fish. He's hanging tight at 22.
Scoping on the boat a little bit. There's a big boat, 47. A lot bigger than 42. Wider. All that stuff too. They like to charge the boat or go underneath the motors and try to cut themselves off. Hi, buddy.
There she is, right there, running back, running to the motors.
It's not very big.
Running to the motors.
I
Here ain't a gap.
It looks like a small keeper, but oh, we got one. We didn't get skunked.
We want to open up the door.
Not yet. Just let him there for a minute.
Yes.
Cole, we got one, buddy.
Yes.
We got one for dinner.
Cool.
Hi, baby. She's just saving.
Coming in. Want to wet the deck down? Yeah.
Oh, she
Oh, look at them
went.
colors. Ain't that pretty? They're sloppy feeders.
I mean,
Sloppy. They down there swimming around and hitting it. Got them.
You're right, Brad. Never hook them in the mouth. Sometimes, but it's
That
not
one,
often.
you can see where that little like line is there. That's like where another fish probably hit it and it healed up. But like they mate, they run and they fight.
All right, good job.
Nice
Let's take him to the ice box.
Get in there, baby.
This way, Gab. Take the tail to the front. We'll try to bend it around where we don't have to cut its bill.
My baby.
Mission accomplished. We got a swordfish. Cole and Sadie's first one. That was your guys' first one too, you see?
Absolutely.
Gavin and Rudy's first one. Not a monster, but a 60 pounder, so 65 pounder for dinner. Pretty colors when he came up, hooked in the dorsal fin. We're on the beast, 47 Freeman, to run home, and it's a nice chop today, 3 to 4 foot, and we got a good ride back, so we'll show a little bit of that on the way home.
yeah, we're gonna
We don't want to suck you dry twice.
I can hear every bit of your chewing.
It's chewy, but it's chewy. I like it though. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. 2 completely different boats to fish on. You know, one's our shallow sport bayboat, the X3. The other one's a beast of an offshore boat, a 47 Freeman. And it just goes to you, when the weather's right, you know, you can take any boat you have, and you don't always need the big boat, but it sure is comfortable. And on a day like that when it's pretty choppy, you know, and a good amount of sea, it makes it a lot more comfortable. Poor Sadie was seasick, but hopefully she outgrows it. If not, we just won't take her out there on rough days. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you want any merch, head to the website, StanzFishing.com. Coming out here, Bud Mers and Almirada, and check it out. And I'm getting back to finishing lunch.